and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel and thank you so much for being here. I feel like it's been a really long time since I filmed on my bed in this specific area. The last time I made a Q&A, I was on my bed and I figured this is kind of like where it all started, right? But as you can already tell, today's video is a Q&A, but not just a Q&A since I didn't really get a whole whack of questions. So I figured I'd also tack on some get to know me questions just because those are pretty interesting and I found actually a pretty cool list. So I'm gonna kind of add them all together and hopefully this isn't an obnoxiously long video, but a few of you have asked for more personal videos. If you guys want to see another one of these, I really do encourage you to give your questions in the comments below. I love answering your questions. I love doing videos like this. But anyways, grab a snack, get comfortable, throw on a cozy sweater, and let's get started. Okay, I am gonna start with the actual questions I got. So the first one is from Pandora's Box and she asks, what audio recorder do you use? To be entirely honest, this is just a really cheap one that I got from Amazon. It was like 25 bucks. I don't really remember the name. I will try to dig up that information for you, but it's just sort of like a focused audio recorder. It's really great for videos like this where I'm just talking at a camera. I did also consider getting one that kind of clips to your clothing, but I felt like with all the moving I do, it wasn't really a great idea. But again, I will put that information in the description below so you can check it out there. Michaela asks, and this was on my last Get to Know You video, she says, I wish you would make a video a little bit more on the personal side, like how old you are. I'm 30. How did you meet your boyfriend? Where is he from? I met Gil online 5 years ago at this point. We met through, I'm gonna say mostly Tumblr. That is where we originally connected. So I'm gonna say I met him through Tumblr. And where is he from? He's from Boston, Massachusetts. I am from Toronto, Canada. So we have been in a long distance relationship for the last 5 years and it's been difficult to say the least. And the awkward things fat girls experience but is embarrassing or ashamed of. Like more realistic experiences you've gone through that others can relate to and find comfort in knowing we're not the only ones. If you've read this, I love your videos and your makeup's always flawless. Well, thank you. I am reading this. I read them all. Even if I'm not responding to them, I see them and I love you guys. You literally have no freaking idea how grateful I am for you. It's funny that you should mention talking about embarrassing things or struggles because I'm actually thinking about starting a series on this channel called Fat Girl Problems or Fat Girl Struggles or something along those lines, where I really focus in on specific things that we as fat people will experience and our struggles and finding an interesting and unique take on it. So if you guys would like to see a video like that or like to see my series of videos, let me know. Also, let me know what issues or struggles you have or problems you have. That would be a great start for me. I have a few ideas in mind. So this one came from Instagram. It's from Kate Han, which is actually a friend of my younger sister. She asks, 5 must-have pieces in any wardrobe. To be entirely honest, it's a little hard for me to narrow it down, but I would have to say tights. I need a good pair of jeans. I also need a really good versatile dress. I need a really good denim jacket. And oh my gosh, good accessories. I don't know, accessories. It's a really hard one. I mean, I'm the kind of person that has a lot of stuff. It never feels like it's enough. So I might be the wrong person to ask that to. And also, what lip color is it? I don't know what lip color I was wearing, but currently, if you want to know, I'm wearing Donut by ColourPop. I felt like it kind of played up the whole pink thing that I've got going on right now. And Devin the writer has 2 questions. They asked, 1 fun, 1 more serious. Favorite wine or cocktail or mocktail? Do you guys want to know something about me? Because I don't think I've really shared this. I am terrible with my alcohol. I genuinely speaking can have 1 drink and I'm totally good for the rest of the night. I really don't drink very much at all, but I usually want something that doesn't have a lot of sugar in it, because if I have a drink with a lot of sugar, not only is that going to dehydrate me because of the alcohol, but the sugar is going to make me feel sick. So I usually go for like a Diet Coke and vodka or something. I mean, that's how often I drink. I don't even know what kind of drinks I like. Also, I think you've mentioned social anxiety in previous videos. Have you dealt with that? It's something I struggle with too. I don't necessarily think I have dealt with that per se. I think I get better and better at it as I go, but I realized for myself, and I don't always want to use other people as a crutch, but I've realized if I'm going to a situation that I find to be personally scary or overwhelming, I will try to make sure that I have a friend with me. I'm also giving myself the ability to bow out and say, like, you know, this is not the kind of situation I want to do on my own. Anxiety and stuff like that, it's one of those situations where it's only going to get worse if you're not tackling it, if you're not facing the fear. So I feel like the more and more situations I go into and they turn out positively, the easier it is for me. And I think that's pretty much it for all the questions that I have saved. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer some of the questions from the Get to Know Me tag. The first one is, are you named after anyone? Yes, I am actually Sarah Ann after my mother, who was Anna. When was the last time you cried? Last night, I think. For any number of reasons. Oh, I think I started crying because I thought of the oh my god, I'm gonna start crying again. You know, oh my god. Do you know that old couple in Titanic that just didn't want to leave each other when they were being separated for the lifeboats? They decided to just die together, and there's that scene of them that's like in my head right now where they're like in the room in bed together just cuddling as like the water is coming up, and I've never forgotten that scene, and it just kills me. And I thought about it yesterday or something, one of the days, and I started crying because that's what being 30 is about, apparently. What's the first thing you notice about people? If I'm just looking at them, probably just their like fashion, like their aesthetic and stuff, but I'm really into voices, so I'll like immediately either be really drawn to someone because of their voice or turned off by someone, which is terrible because I've definitely lost and developed crushes on people purely because of their voice. Favorite smells? Anything like vanilla, cinnamon. Oh, I love anything cinnamon. I have this candle that's like, it smells like you have cookies baking in the oven. It's so good. But like anything that like kind of like nice warm smell, a lot of the smells that come out this time of the year. I even like minty smells, lemony smells. What's the furthest you've ever been from your home? I travel a lot, so I'm constantly away from my home, but probably the furthest in terms of distance has been England, and that was a few years ago now, but the second furthest was probably California, if I'm thinking correctly on the map. Yes, California. Do you have any special talents? No. I genuinely think about that a lot. I'm like, I don't think that there's anything that I can do particularly that is considered talented. Do you have any siblings? Yes. I'm actually the third youngest. I have a younger sister, an older sister, and an older brother. What do you want to be when you grow up? As if I'm not already grown up. I am 30. I'm supposed to be grown up at least. I want to continue doing something along these lines. It's always been my dream to kind of teach in some capacity, and I feel like I definitely am still teaching in many ways on YouTube, but I would love to maybe have some sort of workshop where I kind of help people. I don't know, I just want to teach and help in some capacity. That's mostly where I feel like my life is headed. How tall are you? I am 5'8.5", so kind of on the tall side. How many countries have you visited? Portugal, the States, England, and I think that's it. So 3 different countries, I think. I haven't been anywhere else, right? You know, the weirdest thing about this is like a lot of these questions are asking me about like high school stuff. I think this is kind of meant for kids who are still in high school. That's kind of embarrassing. What would you name your children? I don't want to like give my names away, but I've been thinking about these for like a really long time. I really love the name Abigail. I love the name Madeline. I'm really bad with like guy names or boy names, but I really like Oliver. I've always really liked Oliver, and Noah I really like as well. I can tell you like 20,000 girls' names I really like, but when it comes to guys' names, I have no idea. What sports do you play? Have you played? None and none. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? I freaking love It's Judy's life. Obsessively watch her. Her vlogs are so cute and it just warms my heart. Her family's adorable and precious. I really like my fat babes. I love Carissa, a fat babe, Fat Girl Flo, Gloria, I watch her all the time, which is Glow Pinksta. I really like Vintage or Tacky, which is Cora. I'm really trying not to forget anyone. I'm just trying to think of people that I watch all the time. I also really like Nikki tutorials if we're talking about like makeup stuff, but I really try not to watch a lot of YouTube makeup tutorials because that just makes me feel like really shitty about like my technique and stuff. And that's all I can think of right now. How many girlfriends / boyfriends have you had? Gil makes the 4th boyfriend I've ever had. I feel like the first boyfriend I had couldn't really like be considered a boyfriend. I don't know, that was like a weird situation, which I feel like I should make into a video, but then I'm like worried he'll stumble upon this even though we are not in communication, but I like don't want to open that can of worms. How would you describe your fashion sense? Moody. Do you have an iOS or iPhone? It's an iPhone. Tell us your bad habits. Gil says that when I drop things, I never pick them up from the ground. Okay, so I think that's everything. I'm probably gonna trim this video down because it seems real long. But again, please leave me your comments below and ask me any question you might have. Anyways, don't forget you can find new videos from me every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, and new blog posts every Tuesday and every Thursday, and I'll see you next time. Bye!